Apologies, everyone. I'm having technical difficulties tonight. There we go. That's where we are. Welcome back. After a very, very long absence to the Temple of Technology, I am your host, Scott James Magner, the idiot with a microphone. And as you noticed, everything is very stripped down tonight. The reason why is I am streaming from my MacBook, which I haven't done in quite a while either. Just to test settings, I did it a while back, but my PC had a catastrophic failure several days ago, just when I was about to start streaming again, believe it or not. So I have been trying various things and solutions to try and get my PC up and running, but none of them came to pass. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do several things. One is I'm going to turn off that volume, but this volume here is still going. I am going to paste my Twitch stream You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care. We'll figure it out. I'm not even sure how this works anymore. It's been so long since I streamed. So there's a Twitch notification. There's a Twitch notification that I have gone live, I believe. Yep, there it is. Share stream, that's what I want to do. Share stream to Facebook. Doing it on my phone. Share. And I'll go to Facebook and see if that actually happened. Yep, there they are. Look at that. Idiot with a microphone rebuilds PC Entropy. So if you are watching Facebook right now and watching Twitch, you will get all sorts of fun crossplay. So basically, the PC is fucked. My boot drive failed. And by failed, I mean it still works just fine. It just doesn't work as a boot drive. And the BIOS would see it. The BIOS would not see it, although I could find it on the command line. So I have done a number of things to try and get that boot drive going. But before I get into the real bit of the stream, I want to talk about my camera setup. So I have got a 4K camera up here on top of my monitor, and that is doing all of the camera work that's going to happen today because my MacBook has a limited number of ports. And I've got a dongle that plugs into one of the USB-C outputs. There are 4 USB outputs that are also inputs here on this MacBook Pro. And I've got a dongle that changes a USB-C port into 4 USB 3.0 ports. But you can really only hook one camera up at a time to that dongle. And I tried to hook up camera 2, where we stay classy over here, to that dongle, but it went crazy. So trying to do 2 video feeds at once through that dongle, not happening. It's important for me to know when I want to do, or when I'm going to be gaming this week, is that I'm using one camera unless I can resurrect this PC tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab camera 1 and move it over here to the camera 2 spot so you have a good view of how everything works. Very exciting. Don't get dizzy. There we go. I tried. I really did. I did try. So we'll just move that over here. It just doesn't want to. There we go. So here we are on camera 2, where we stay classy. And you can see my PC. My PC clearly turns on. There's nothing wrong with the mechanics of the PC. It's simply where to go? Yeah, this son of a bitch. It's this guy right here that's the problem. This is my boot drive. It's a lovely boot drive. I bought it, in fact, to do nothing but boot Windows. All this hard drive has ever done is boot Windows. And I have... It's a nice hard drive. It's good stuff. It's 250 gigs. 240 gigs, rather. It cost me about 25 bucks. But I got specifically to run Windows on this machine. And that was the only thing it was ever supposed to do, is run Windows on that machine. So it stopped doing that Saturday afternoon. No longer would it do that. So now we have to do a different thing. We have to make a different plan. And as it happens, I have a whole bunch of solid-state drives that I have procured over the years to run various Macs and MacBooks. These are 120, 128 gig drives. This is really all I should need to run a Windows partition. But, you know, you got to do other things. And this is a hard drive I took out of an old Mac Mini. This is a 500 gig hard drive that I still like. It still does good stuff, but I had replaced it with one of these. And then, in the process of doing all that, I messed up that Mac Mini. One little strip of contact was in there, and it just didn't contact the right way, and you've got to hit the things in just such a fashion that the sound comes up, and you can hear a sound, and at that point you have to hit buttons as fast as you can to enter a certain mode, and then you can say, hey, run this OS. Because I was trying to upgrade the OS past where it should be upgraded for that particular Mac Mini, and it didn't work out. That's actually a series of videos I had never posted because I failed. I absolutely failed. And then another Mac Mini that I was running, I was running it off an external boot drive in that enclosure, in fact. I just showed you. But I thought I would, when I bought this MacBook Pro, I was sure that I would just stop using that Mac Mini for all of my Mac needs. In fact, because it is such a good MacBook Pro, I knew that I would just never... I was downgrading that Mac Mini. I was going to use it as a backup machine, much like the iMac I've got over here, and it just wasn't going to work out anymore. So I was going to do that, and then I screwed that one up too, because I cross installed, and then during the cross install, I just screwed up the internal hard drive on that Mac Mini. So I need to rehook up this thing and wait for that sound and boom, hit the buttons, and then I'll be able to change my boot and then reinstall Mac OS on that Mac Mini. It'll go all the way up to Catalina. It's a good Mac. It's got lots of RAM. That's not important. I'm running Sonoma on this MacBook Pro right now. Seems to work fine for all the things that I'm doing here. So, why did I want to go multi-camera? Because we got a new hard drive. I ordered a new hard drive today. I had bonus points on a credit card. I could afford a $30 WD Blue solid state drive, which I have right here. I ordered this at noon today. I ordered it at noon. I had it by 5 o'clock. It's insane how fast this was delivered to me. So, what do we got here? 2.5-inch SATA, 6 gigs a second, solid state drive. I have the option to do an NVMe. Gotta grab my favorite tool in the universe, otherwise I cannot open this box with my fingers. I've had a rough couple days. It's been a rough week, as Captain Stashwick would say. So what we are going to do, after many, many, many attempts at fixing the hard drive, I pull it completely out of the box. The other side of my PC is open to the wind right now. I pull it out of the box. I put it on. Where did I put it? Put it on this. Plugged it in right next to my boot drive, and it would not boot. And it wouldn't even see it there. I can see it on the command line, but I can't see it in the BIOS. And it's not a viable spot to boot from. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a fresh install of Windows 11 on this hard drive that I just bought. It's brand new. It has never been used. We're going to remove the remove before installing sticker, which basically protects these contacts. Again, for 30 bucks, get one of these, put it in the same spot the other one was, and move on. The much better and more intelligent plan would have been to spend 50 bucks, and get a 1 terabyte NVMe drive, which I could put right there under the CPU. But as I don't know if I'm going to have to do a complete rebuild or not, it's much better to throw this guy in there. As you can see, we got power to the hard drive. It's not going to do anything. And over here, I've got this dongle ready to go. So I'm going to install now. Setup is starting. I've clicked the button to install Windows. You can see, as I move camera 1 around, setup is starting. I'm going to do a fresh install here. All right, so yeah, I don't have my product key memorized. I'm just going to say I don't have a product key. Operating system, Windows 11 Home. Yeah. Home is all I need. Doesn't really matter because it'll patch up. The question is, where is it going to install? Oh, man. All right, so drive 3, unallocated space. That is precisely what I want, because it is this guy that I just plugged in there. It is not drive 1, it is not drive 0, it is not my games drive that has 4, count them, 4 partitions on it. Windows can't be installed on this drive. Why can't it be installed on this drive? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Does not support configuration of or installation of disconnected USB port. Got it. Okay, fine. We're going to back all the way out of that. Yeah, we want to exit. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to install this where the other one was installed, just hanging off the side. And I believe I can do that while at the same time maintaining our feed from camera 1. Oh, look at you go. Can we actually get that set up right? Oh, no, it's not. Will that work? No. Anyway, right there is where I'm going to install. So we'll go back over here. It's truly the most electrifying stream I've ever done. Boring, boring, boring. But I'm going to do it. Again, brand new, never been used. I had such great plans for this weekend. I was going to do a lot of writing, a lot of editing. It really was going to be a good working weekend. Leave that one alone. There's another one in here. Where are you? Here we are. Here's the exact same plug that the other drive was on. I'm going to use the exact same power cable since I know that it works. And I'll worry about making it pretty later. Alright. Here we go. That drive is plugged in. I'm going to go back. Let's see if we can install it again. Install now. Setup is starting. Hooray. Don't have a product key. Next. Windows Home. It's not what I had. I think I had Pro, but accept the Microsoft license terms. Unallocated space. That's what we want. Brand new disk. All right, now we're going to copy Windows files. So if there's any questions, I will gladly take questions now. I don't think there are because I don't think anybody's watching. In fact, I'm fairly sure no one is watching. Oh, hey, Wes is watching. Hello, Wes. Thank you for watching. Happy to have you. Getting files ready for installation. So it's typically a really fast install when you're doing Windows like this. My big question is how many files? How many files are locked up on this guy that I just don't know about? And we're going to have to see how many freaking programs I have to reinstall. How many ways I'm supposed to... I don't know. Right? When the boot drive fails, you got a problem. You got a big problem when the boot drive fails. Because all of your stuff just goes away. That's it. It's done. It's over. Looking down here. I'm muted, so I shouldn't see any problems looking at myself. Here I am. Hooray, it's me. And Wes, of course. Wes is here. Terribly rude. Yeah, I'm already in. I don't want to fuck with. There are many things. Yes. Do a recent Twitch change making channel follows private. The streamer now needs to authorize latest followers. Great. Fantastic. So many. All of this was handled. All of this was handled on the PC. But on the MacBook, not so much. So Warranty going for your video. Oh, warranty claim. You have video card problem. That sucks. So this Windows Restore was from May of this year. It's not the most recent. It now being October. But that's all we can do. Hoping. Why is this? What are you doing to me, Chrome? What are you doing? Oh, right, because this window was opened. There we go. Don't really want to go into it. But I had a MacBook almost exactly like this one sitting right here on this desk. And so I had a webcam hooked up to that MacBook. I had different monitors hooked up to it. I could do all sorts of wacky stuff with it. And I typically use this MacBook as a MacBook. It's a laptop. That's how I want to use it, right? Press Function F to exit full screen. Oh, there we go. No, see, that's just crazy. It shouldn't be doing crap like that. Let's close some windows there. Chrome, which just updated for this MacBook, it's giving me funny business. Funny business. Well, that looks good. Yeah, playing your video games very long. Well, see, I was playing a game that was designed 20 years ago when everything failed. In fact, we basically went out shopping and we came back. And while we were out shopping, we got a flat tire. Got a giant piece of metal jammed up into the treads of our tire. And so that's fun. When we got home, we determined that the tire was indeed flat. I threw 20 psi on it. We called the dealership. I made Lindsay call the dealership to see if they can get us in. See if they can get us in to fix the tire. And she says, "Oh, it's Saturday. They're gonna be closed." It's like, call them. You never know what's gonna happen. Call them. So we called them. And they said, "All right, if you can get here by 4, we could probably get you in today." And so we. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. The Windows setup is there. Hit next. What just happened? It should have installed. And yet here we are not having installed. I hope I don't have to do this multiple times. But if I do, I can just sit here and stream it all. Anyway, flat tire. When we get over there, they tell us after they get it in, they put it up on the racks, they pull the tire down. The little piece of metal that I had found out with my finger was in fact the cause of our flat tire. And then they tell us the tire is unrepairable. Brand new tires. We got these tires in April. Unrepairable. In fact, we just got the rebate for those tires in the mail. A card, a prepaid card, $70 rebate. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Now I gotta check my firmware settings to see if this hard drive is actually showing up. To change the boot order. I don't know, right? It could be because we drove on it while it was flat that it's unrepairable. It's kind of what it looks like to me. It may. We didn't know it was flat till we got home, so we drove about 2 miles home. I put 20. It was down to 9 psi. I put 20 psi into it. We drove it to the dealership. I noted that the sidewall was messed up. If you're on my Facebook, you can see kind of the rim that got messed up. I don't think it installed that disk. All right, we gotta get out of here. No, not that one. Not that one. No, no. It's not what I wanted. This could take a while. I told it to install. I don't know if it installed or not. I don't think it did. It's not terribly exciting. I know, but it's only I can stream anything. See, it's telling me there's Windows 10 on my computer somewhere. Oh, you little bastards. I have to try installing this again. We know it wants to install. got it's time to feed the cats. Completely forgot. So we'll hope that this takes this time. If it does, I will end the stream, and hopefully later tonight I can stream for real off a revivified game station. But if not, I'll have to do more things. Well, it's now saying that drive 0 is my primary. All right, let's do that. Why it didn't do that, I don't know. All right, so this has been a great test of the emergency streaming network. Thank you, Wes, for coming out. These 30 minutes have been emotional, but we're well on our way to fixing my Windows 11 problem. And that's it for now. Thank you very much. As always, I'm your host, Scott James Magner, the idiot with a microphone. The abbreviated Temple of Technology tonight is brought to you by the MacBook, by the 4K camera, and a host of settings problems. So I guess we're going to get all that squared away. We'll find out. Ta-ta for now. End stream.